Oh, hey guys, it's Ryan live from Unbound. Hope you guys are having a great day. So apologies for not posting in a while. I've been so dang busy on the new comic for the Mouth of Hell. It's only 38 panels, and I'm at 18 out of the 38 panels done, which is pretty good. But I need to make more progress very soon, and I'll most likely get back to work on that new comic on July 5th, because right now I just need some time to just like focus on something else because I'm just mentally exhausted. That doesn't happen too often, by the way. When it comes to the comics, that doesn't happen very often. That might happen like, I don't know, maximum a couple times a year or something. But it has struck after like, I don't know, 6 months or something of working on the comics and everything else. Like, yeah, I'm a little tired, mentally speaking, not physically. Physically, I'm okay. Physically, health wise, and everything, I'm actually doing just fine. But mentally speaking, I'm just exhausted and tired. And thankfully, I'm not depressed or sad or anything. I just don't want to, like, right now for a good chunk of time, I just don't want to look at the comic, right? I just want to focus on something else. And that's exactly what I've been doing in these past couple to several days. And like I said before, I will get back to work on the new comic for the Mouth of Hell on July 5th. So I'll be back to work on it very soon. I just need a breather. I just need a little bit of time to obsess and focus on something else, basically. And I'll actually show you guys what I've been working on. And it's nothing crazy. It's just something that's personally for fun for me, and possibly also for home defense, because, like, this is California, right? Like, almost no one has like an actual gun because it's like, oh, it's almost like Canada, not quite like Canada. Canada's really bad. The UK is even worse, where they like can't even own guns. It's absolutely insane. While they're getting gunned down in the streets by literal people with like by illegal criminals with guns, right? It's absolutely insane. And I think pretty much every UK resident will basically agree with that. It's just like, and possibly it might be the same way in Australia and New Zealand. I'm sorry for you guys, man. Like I honestly wish you guys had access to firearms, because like it's clear you're dealing with a lot of problems right now, and I'm so sorry you guys are dealing with all those problems. My sincerest condolences from America, essentially, and and I know kind of how it feels because I live in California. Oh man, California. It's like even if you could get a gun in California, it is so difficult to maintain ownership, and like and it's so expensive. The ammunition is expensive. The guns have like a markup value. Like everything is just incredibly expensive. You have to go through so much red tape and like through so many hoops just to have the gun and to get the gun. And all the laws are designed against the civilian who owns the firearm, not the criminals who illegally possess and illegally use said firearms. Like, the criminals don't care about the gun laws. It's only the residents that are affected by it, and because of that, like, let me put it this way: sorry, I didn't mean to make this a video about like gun talk, but it'll have more to do with what I've been doing in the past several days. So in California, right, you can't store ammunition with your unloaded gun, and your gun has to be unloaded essentially, and it has to be locked up in a super hard case or a safe, even better, with either a combination lock or a thumbprint or whatever that prevents access for like children, right? That's understandable. But a lot of people also put another lock, like a trigger lock, on their guns. So they have a lock, they have it locked in a safe with usually a combination lock, and then you have to do another lock for the trigger lock. And there's a bunch of other restrictions aside from that, like magazine capacity and stuff. Like, it's absolutely absurd. And even if like you were armed, if someone were to break into your home, and a bunch of other stuff, man, like there's a bunch of stuff that could happen, especially in the chaos that we've been living through, obviously in the West. But if you really had to access that gun in case of a home intruder or an emergency, or just gangsters, just in general, because if you live in a gang-ridden neighborhood, you need to have access to firearms, because literally all those gangsters have firearms, and they just shoot it off into the air, man. They don't even care, and they'll just shoot at cars. Like, I can tell you, like, coming from Los Angeles, man, those guys will just take pot shots at random cars and random people. Like, these criminals don't care about the gun laws, and no one's even apprehending them, especially not recently. Like it's absolutely out of control in terms of like the state of gun laws and just the overall safety of just ordinary civilians. It's way more dangerous than it's ever been before because of the obviously the awful, really awful, I should say, get Democrat policies. Like they've been really bad for literally everybody, and anyone who's denying that is in literal denial. It's so dangerous right now. It's absolutely nuts. But like, yeah, like I just wanted to let you guys know, like, just even being in America, that doesn't guarantee that you will have quick access to a firearm or anything like that, or that you will even be able to use a firearm in self-defense to protect you and your family. Like, you could still get in trouble. They might actually arrest you nowadays and let off the perpetrator who came into your home. Oh, Fox is right over there. They might actually let off the perpetrator who came into your home to basically kill you and your family, essentially, and you had to stop them, right? Because like, you don't want to die. You don't want your kids to die. You don't want your wife to die. Like, you're just trying to protect your family. And a guy could break into your home. You could shoot him. He could either die or not die. And you could be put in jail for it. For, I don't know why. Like, it doesn't make any sense. Like, and if the guy does survive, by the way, he's probably going to be let off on a very cheap bail. And you're going to end up in jail. Like, I don't even know how to make sense of any of these laws anymore. It's absolutely nuts. And the amount of cases that have been such a case, not just in America, but everywhere else in the West, is absolutely insane. I just don't know how that makes any sense. It doesn't make any sense to me personally. And by the way, I'm not leftist. I'm not rightist. I'm literally a guy straight up in the middle. You know, I'm a normal, everyday person. And even all this stuff to me just seems absolutely crazy. But, you know, that's enough of me ranting about the gun laws, basically, in the West and America and everywhere else. I'm sorry if you guys live in Canada, New Zealand, and the UK. In Australia. Like, that's a rough deal. But I did want to show you guys what I've been working on. So down here, you guys can see, I'm actually working on an Umarex TR50 air gun. And, man, this was a pain in the butt to disassemble. I had so many tools here that had to be used, man. Like, those bolts were, like, basically Loctite sealed in. And, like, for this one in particular, if you guys can see that, I had to actually use heat treatment to get the firing pin out of this thing. And, yeah, I guess this is where... I guess this is where Commander Ryan and Ryan in real life meet, right? I needed something else to focus on, guys. I needed something else to do while I take a break from the comic. This is what I'm doing, and this is like the size of the gun. It's not that big. I mean, it is pretty beefy for like just one hand. But the nice thing is, it comes with Picatinny rails on the top and the bottom, so you can put like a laser pointer or flashlight on bottom. You can put a scope on the top, and you've got basically you've got a firearms platform, and these are totally legal to own. You know, it's an air gun. Even with the modifications that I have here, it's only going to go up to about I don't know, maybe maximum 700 FPS or 800 FPS, firing essentially 50 caliber slugs and shells, and you can get a lot of different nice custom rounds for this ammunition. But yeah, as you guys can see, there was so much stuff I needed to take this gun apart, and I still need to install the upgrades. But I'm waiting for a second one to come in, just in hopes that it's easier to take apart, because as you guys can see, I had to chisel into this freaking thing just to get a screw out, and to get this thing just entirely disassembled. But yeah, when it's fully assembled, I mean, we'll have at least something to defend ourselves with. I mean, we could get a real gun, but it's just such a pain in the ass, you know? It's just absolutely crazy. But hey, you know, PCP air guns, they're just as lethal as actual guns now, and they work, and you can carry like up to 19 rounds in one magazine, basically. So I mean, can't get firearms, I guess use air guns, right? I mean, why not? I mean, it's almost as effective, but you know, obviously not as much stopping power. But hey, it's better than nothing, right? And it's a fun thing to do on the side. But yeah, guys, I'll be back to work on the new comic soon. Look forward to it. And yeah, I'll be back to work on the demo reels probably this month as well. I'm just gonna need a couple more days, and then I'll get back to work on the comic on July 5th. Hope you guys are looking forward to more. Hope you guys stay inspired. Have a great day.